Hey, what's going on, everyone? Sly here with Flo. And Flo, we're looking at Joe Klatt's mock draft, and he's a guy, obviously, that probably one of the smartest dudes when it comes to college football. He does color commentary. He has his own podcast. He's all over college football. He's always on Colin Cowherd's show, and I love him because he always puts Colin in check, man. Every time Colin says something stupid, he's like, "What are you talking about, Colin? You freaking dork!" So it's awesome. But check out who he has the Niners drafting at 31. Let's check it out.
For the 49ers at 31, bolstering the secondary, I think is a big one. You could help out that pass rush. And who knows, maybe they see Mahomes again, and why not get more quality defensive backs? It's clearly worked for Kansas City. How about Kool-Aid McKinstry from Alabama? I like the corner from Bama right there.
All right, man. So your boy, I like him, man. You like him. We're talking about Kool-Aid McKinstry. I think a stud, man. I love him out of Alabama. He really is a dude that freaking flies. He's not afraid to tackle. He's amazing in the run game. He goes out. He doesn't care who the hell you are. He's going to come up and get you. So I love it, man. I think he has a chance at being something special out there. At 31, we have needs. O-line and cornerback. We have to replace Ambry Thomas. I kind of don't agree what Larry Krueger is saying, how Ambry Thomas' second half was amazing, and it was a mistake not playing him in the Super Bowl. I think that's absolutely insane, him talking like that. But what are your thoughts on Kool-Aid, and what do you think if he's there at 31?
Yeah, man, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on Kool-Aid, man. Especially, I don't want to see Ambry Thomas out there. I don't know what your boy Krueger is talking about, man. That was the right decision. That was our best secondary we could put out there.
Yep.
Remember, it wasn't even really our secondary that hurt us in that game. But regardless, I'm not going to go off on that tangent. However, we do need that third guy out there because I'm riding with Lenore. Ward, hopefully, he's back.
Yeah.
And then you add Kool-Aid to that group. That's a freaking physical bunch right there. All those guys are fairly tall because remember, Kool-Aid's 6'1", about 180, so he's a big dude. He loves pressing guys on the line. That's the kind of cornerbacks I like. I freaking hate these corners that give guys these 10, 15-yard cushions.
Oh, yeah.
That shit annoys me. Obviously, that hurt us in the Super Bowl as well, but I'm not going to go off on that tangent either. So, man, I like this. Usually, I try to stay away from corners in the first round because that's kind of scary because the only guys that come off the top of my head are like, Jalen Ramsey, who's maybe done something. And even he had to bounce around before he got really successful. Patrick Surtain's pretty solid. And then who's your boy? Patrick Patterson. He's had an okay career, but for the most part,
Early on his career, he's hot, yeah.
But it is hard to hit in that cornerback position. But this guy, as a true freshman, he was already doing his thing. He actually replaced Patrick Surtain as the number one kind of corner for Alabama. If you could play in the SEC, you should be able to play in the NFL on Sundays. But what do you think, man?
Yeah, 2 years ago, he had, I think, 86 targets against them. Last year, I think he only had 43 targets. Dude, guys did not want to throw to him because he was that dominant. He really, he was amazing. And then he went up against the two LSU receivers who could be first round picks, and he freaking out his own. And I was watching that championship game, the playoffs against Michigan, and he was awesome, man. He was absolutely amazing. That was a low-scoring game till the end. Exactly. Running backs took over that game, but he was amazing. They were like that close from actually winning the championship because they would have beat Washington, and he was one of their best players out there. So I'm drinking the Kool-Aid too, man. I really am. I think he's an amazing player. And what you were saying though about cornerbacks, two things scare the crap out of me in the first round. QBs, drafting QB, and drafting the cornerback. I still have Vietnam flashbacks from when we drafted. Remember Mike Rumph in 2002? That scared the crap out of me. That dude at Miami, prestige college, that's when it was the U, obviously, and they would win championships all the time. He never gave up a touchdown at the U. All of a sudden with the Niners, he was giving up touchdowns left and right. He was toast. And then they moved him to safety, and he was getting toasted there too. And then in 2000, you remember Ahmed Plummer? Maybe it was before. Ahmed Plummer. Dude, that guy was always toast too. People were like, why is Jeff Garcia never went to the NFC Championship game? Because our defense sucked, man. Ahmed Plummer, he would give up 200 yards to Torrey Holt, and they would ask him, hey, man, you did pretty good against Torrey Holt. I was like, what the hell? No, he didn't. Dude, he was getting worked. So that scares the crap out of me. I have Vietnam flashbacks from that. But I mean, Kool-Aid, he does look the part, man. If there's one cornerback that I think will be solid out there, is Kool-Aid. And Joe Klatt, he said that there's going to be probably six quarterbacks taken. So he may be available. I know a lot of people are saying he's not going to be available, but if six quarterbacks go, people have a chance at falling, and he might be there for us. Now, me personally, I still want us to get offensive linemen just because I think that right there might be the number one priority. It really is. But if we did draft Kool-Aid, I would not be mad at all. I want to see what his 40 time is. If it's around a 4.4, 4.5, then I think he might be gone. But if it's a 4.5, I think he will be there. And it doesn't matter to me because he is faster than whatever his 40 time is. He's someone that has sticky ass coverage. He's not afraid at all. And it's so cool. His finishing move, we all know everyone's finishing move. When I say finishing move, I'm talking about like wrestling, but it's like their celebration dance. Nick Bosa has that. You have Armstead, who has the whatever hungry, and Buckner was my favorite one. But this dude has the coolest thing ever with the sword, and he just sticks it on his side every time. The dude has swagger, man. The dude has swagger, and you need that out there. So I mean, every time he defends a pass, and he makes it look easy too. He always has his sword, and it's just like boom. So I mean, Kool-Aid would be a fan favorite. Imagine going to Levi Stadium, everyone has their little pack of Kool-Aid. That's absolutely that pumps me up right there. That gets me kind of hyped up. I know offensive line isn't the sexy thing, and I probably want that. But if we did get Kool-Aid, I wouldn't be mad at all. So, because I know that's what worked for KC, man. Their two cornerbacks were absolute studs, and they pretty much took it home for them. So if we had our own version of that, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah, man. And the thing I like about this kid, like you said, he's so physical, but he could tackle in space. I don't really care what his 40 is, as long as he can make those tackles in space. I know he's not the greatest at with his ball skills as far as getting picks, but he's great with pass deflections as well.
All the time.
He's able.
All
I
the
think
time.
he led the SEC in bat downs. So that's just as good. It does the job, like you said. Was it McCuffey from the Kansas City? That's what he did in the Super Bowl, and obviously that helped him win that sucker. So we need our own, like you said. If our quarterbacks, they played well last year with just those two guys, you had a third guy too there, man, I could see this being probably one of the best secondaries in the league, to be honest.
Yeah, and what pissed me off during the NFC divisional game and NFC championship game, Ambry Thomas looked like he went away from the running backs. When they were coming his way, he was afraid to tackle Aaron Jones. He was afraid to tackle Montgomery. He was afraid to tackle Gibbs. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? This is like the biggest game out there, and you're like running away from these guys. What the hell is wrong with you? Like, get out there and tackle these guys. And with Kool-Aid, you don't see that he runs towards you. He wants to get contact with you. He is a dog. And then when he goes on those blitzes, those design blitzes, oh my gosh, he just freaking glides straight there. He has no hesitation. I know sometimes our cornerbacks, what we do is they like jumping. Hell no, that's a wasted motion. You don't ever jump out there. You go straight toward the quarterback and you hit him. And that's what he does. He's had a few times I see him get sacks, and a lot of times they just throw that damn ball away because he just flies from one end to the other. If the quarterback's rolling right, he doesn't stop, man. So that right there pumps me up. And we haven't had that in, I think, forever. So that would be sick, man. I know we had guys like Nate Clements, but that dude, to me, he never lived up to expectations. 8 years, $80 million, never saw that. So, I mean, I like Javarius Ward, but I think Kool-Aid could even be even better. So, what's up?
You know who he kind of reminds me of?
Who's that?
Cam Chancellor for the Seahawks. Kind of like, he's just willing to hit.
Not the body type, but.
Not the body type, but as far as like wanting to go and actually put that contact on some guys, it looks like in his videos, it looks like he's just, like you said, he's just looking to destroy people at times.
To me, he kind of looks like, remember a video we did 2 years ago when we were doing the draft? The guy from Nebraska, Cameron Britt, he's with the Bengals now. He reminds me of that, and that's the guy who we freaking wanted. Remember, in the second round, he was available. We picked Drake Jackson. Dude, that guy's awesome. And the thing that they're so similar is they're both physical, and they both were special teams returners. So, I mean, I see the similarities right there, too. So, I mean, if he's there, I know we have offensive linemen, too. Personally, like I said, I'm going for offensive linemen, but this dude right here, you cannot be mad. If we pick him up, don't be mad, Niner fans, because I'm telling you, you're going to get a great player. And, I mean, get your Kool-Aid ready. I know we always say get your popcorn ready with Tito, but get your Kool-Aid ready, man. I really like this guy, man.
All right, well, you guys let us know in the comments if you guys are drinking the Kool-Aid with Kool-Aid. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. See y'all next time.
Peace.